Hello participants, my name is Mahananda Pathak. I would like to welcome you to another module on writing. As you already know, writing has 4 modules. This is the third module focusing on formal letters and emails. In the previous modules, you have learned summarizing and essay writing, haven't you? In this module, we will be discussing how to write a formal letter and an email. At the end of it, I am sure you will be able to know the various types of letters, understand the format of a formal letter and an email, and write formal letters and emails. Please download Worksheet 3 and keep it ready. It's available along with the script. Letters used to be one of the most important forms of communication before the arrival of email and other forms of electronic communications. However, there are some important forms of correspondence which still include letters. These are reference letters, covering letters, and job offer letters. Let me explain the reference letters and the covering letters in brief. Reference letters speak for a candidate's qualification, skills, etc. for an internship, job, and other types of employment. A covering letter is a short introductory letter sent with or attached to another document such as CV or resume, travel grant request, business proposal. I will discuss covering letter in detail in our next module. Letters can be divided into 2 types, formal and informal. Formal letters are used to communicate in formal contexts such as business, academia, and banking. These letters follow a strict format and use a formal style. Such style never includes short forms or contractions like don't, I am. It uses formal words or expressions such as inform instead of tell. In contrast, informal letters are used in informal contexts like with friends and among family members. The style of writing is close to the way we speak. Hence, contractions are used very often. Let me now examine the typical format of a formal letter. This will help you understand the different parts of the letter and their arrangement on a page. Please read 3.1 in Worksheet 3 and complete the task as instructed. Here, you are supposed to find the different components of the sample formal letter. The first component is called sender's name and address. It is also known as letterhead. Very often, companies or organizations have printed letterhead with the name of the company or organization printed on them. It may also print the name and designation of person who hold responsible positions. The placement of the letterhead can be on the left, right, or in the center of the page. The second component is recipient's name and address. Please note the use of the punctuation marks such as comma, colon, small dash in writing the address. The third component is sender's reference. This is an optional element. The fourth is date, which is a compulsory element. There are various ways to write the dates. For example, 25th August 2022 or August 25, 2022 or 25/8/2022. The fifth element is called opening greeting or salutation. Comma is not required after the salutation. However, if you put a comma after it, put one after the ending like yours faithfully or sincerely. Note the following points. When you don't know the name of the receiver, use dear sir dear sir / madam, or the manager, which is the designation of the receiver. 2. When you have a formal relationship with the receiver and don't know the person personally, use dear Mr., Ms., Doctor, Professor plus surname, as in dear Dr. Bhatt. 3. When you know the receiver by the first name and you share a semi-formal relationship, use dear plus first name, as in dear Priya. The next component is the subject line, usually used RE. RE means regarding or on the subject of. It gives us the summary of the letter. Very often, the words in the subject line are in bold, underlined or italicized. The next component is called reason for writing. This part of letter is related to the main content of the letter. The subject of the letter is explained here. The next component is further details. It adds additional detail to the main content of the letter. Please note the use of linkers, for example, furthermore, also, in addition to, here. This is followed by request for response. This invites the receiver's response. The next component is known as closing greeting or ending. Letters usually end with closing greetings. Please note the following. Opening greetings such as dear sir / madam, the manager, take yours faithfully or faithfully yours as closing greetings. Opening greetings like dear Mr., Ms., Doctor, Professor plus surname, as in dear Dr. Bhatt, end with yours sincerely or sincerely yours. The next component is signature. Closing greeting is followed by the writer's signature. This is followed by writer's name and title. This part consists of the writer's name, designation and affiliating organization. The last component is called enclosure, written as ENC dot or ENCL dot. It shows that you have enclosed or attached something with the letter. Now, please read 3.2 in the worksheet 3 and make notes for the reply letter. I am sure you are able to make notes in the space given. For the body of the letter, you may include the following: thank Professor Bhatt for the letter, state your availability for the verification on the date mentioned, ask about the mode of paying the fee. So far, we have differentiated between formal and informal letters, analyzed various parts of a formal letter, and what to include in a reply letter. Now, we will look at a letter of complaint, another example of formal letter. Do you make complaints? I am sure you do. You make complaints when you are dissatisfied with something or you want issues brought to notice to the concerned authority. For instance, if you order an item online and you are not happy with it, you make a complaint to the customer service manager. But there are ways to write complaint letters. To know them, please read 3.3, writing a letter of complaint in worksheet 3, and answer the questions given. Question number 1. State whether the following statements are true or false. Statement number 1. Venkat's letter started with sender's name and address. This is false. Statement number 2. His letter has recipient's name and address, date, salutation and subject line. True. Venkat also included sender's reference in the letter. This is a false statement. Statement number 4. Paragraph 1 explains the reason for writing the letter. This is true. Statement number 5. Paragraph 2 explains the problem in short. This is also true. Statement number 6. Paragraph 3 states clearly the action Venkat wishes the HP world to take. True. Statement number 7. Paragraph 4 is the ending of the letter with a general comment and an expectation for a quick reply. This is also true. Question number 2. Write some of the linkers Venkat has used in the letter to connect his ideas. If possible, mention their purposes. The first linker Venkat has used is also. The purpose is to add to the list of problems. The second linkers is furthermore. This is also to add to the list of problems. The third linker Venkat has used is therefore. The purpose is to show the effect or consequence. The last marker Venkat used is it. The purpose is to refer to the main noun. As you can see in 3.3, a letter of complaint follows certain conventions and the language used is formal or semi-formal and polite. Now let's learn how to write an email. Email or electronic mail is the most popular form of written communication. It is quick, economical and user-friendly. As a result, it has become an integral part of modern communication, be it business, academia or any other fields. An email is more conversational than letters. It combines elements from informal speech, formal written communication and new forms of communication such as emoticons or emotional icons to show feelings and acronyms. Some commonly used acronyms are ASAP means as soon as possible, BTW means by the way, TC means take care, FYI means for your information, PFA means please find attached. Emails contain most of the elements a letter has. However, the prescribed format given by the email service providers make it look different from letters. What elements can you see? The first one is to, where you write the recipient email address or email ID. Then you have CC, which means carbon copy. You can add email IDs to the CC field if those people need to know the subject of the email, but are not expected to act on it. The next one is BCC, that is blind carbon copy. It is used when a copy of the email is to be sent to other recipients, but the main recipient is unaware of it. This is followed by the most important element of an email, that is subject. It is the main idea of the email message, written without any ambiguity. It should be brief, precise and informative. After subject line, you have the main body of the email, which consists of opening greeting, reason for writing, taking action, supporting details, concluding remark and closing greeting. Let us discuss this in detail. Opening greetings. If you know the recipient, use hi, or hello or dear plus first name, as in hi Praveen, dear Praveen or hello Praveen. If you don't know the recipient, use dear plus full name, dear plus Mr. or Ms. plus first name, or dear plus doctor or professor plus last name, as in dear Praveen Kumar, dear Mr. Praveen or dear Dr. Kumar. If your recipient is a large group, for example colleagues, you may use hi everyone, hello all or dear colleagues. Next one is reason for writing. Here you say why you are writing the email using expressions like I would like to inform you that, or just to let you know that. After that, taking action. Here you have to specify what you want your reader to do after reading the email. After that, supporting details. You talk about the attachment here. This is followed by concluding remark. You may add a stock phrase such as look forward to meeting you next week, or let me know if you need further information. Next element is closing greeting. For the closing, you can use regards with warm regards, best wishes, best regards, thanks and regards, irrespective of the opening greetings. After this, you can provide your full name, add position or designation, contact details if necessary. Have you also noticed the formatting option? For example, font, font size, text color, alignment and insertion option such as insertion link, emoji, files, photo at the bottom? I am sure you did notice. Please note that attachments in emails are like enclosures we use in formal letters. So, now I am sure you have understood what an email is. You also understood the various elements of an email like CC, BCC, subject line, starting and finishing, the main body. Look at 3.4 in worksheet 3. An email from academic context is given and you are asked to figure out the elements it has. The email in 3.4 has the following elements: to, subject, opening greetings, reason for writing, supporting details, concluding remark, closing greeting and attachment. The next task, which is 3.5, is replying to emails. Read the instructions and write a reply to the email given in 3.4. Please note the following: use coe.efluhyd@gmail.com. Thank Professor Wirth for his email. State your availability for the verification on the date mentioned. Ask about the mode of paying the fee. I am sure you have written a reply. 3.6 in worksheet 3 is writing an email to your teacher asking for an appointment for an academic discussion. Follow the format you have learned and write the email. Don't forget to take the assessment task in worksheet 3 to check your understanding. Can we now check the answers together? A. Arrange the following parts of a formal letter in a logical order. Please write 1, 2, 3 etc. in the space provided. Date is number 4. Sender's name and address number 1. Request for response number 9. Opening greetings or salutation number 5. Recipient's name and address number 2. Closing greeting or ending number 10. Signature is 11. Reason for writing 7. Sender's reference 3. Subject headline 6. Writer's name and title 12. Further details 8. Question number B. Match the salutation with the endings. Dear Sir ends with yours faithfully. Dear Dr. Gill ends with yours sincerely. The director ends with faithfully or faithfully yours. Question number C. Is it always mandatory to include sender's reference in formal letters? Answer: no, it's an optional element. Question number D. I regret to inform you that. Is this a formal stock phrase used in formal letters? Answer is yes. You can say, I am sorry to tell you that informally. The contracted form I am and words like tell make the sentence informal. Question number E. Write the formal equivalent of the phrase I am writing to ask about. Answer: I am writing to inquire about. Here we have used the expanded form I am and inquire instead of ask to make the sentence formal. Question number F. Read the opening and closing greetings used in emails. Write them in the appropriate place in the table. So, opening greetings such as Dear Sir, Dear Madam, Dear Dr. Anand, these are formal, whereas opening greetings such as Hi, Hello everyone, Hello Lynn, these are informal. Closing greetings such as Best wishes, Regards, with warm regards, Best regards, these are formal, whereas Thanks, Cheers, Many thanks, See you soon, these are informal closing greetings used in email. Now, let us sum up this module. In this module, we have discussed the following topics: types of letters, differences between formal and informal letters, format or layout of a formal letter and email, sample formal letters and emails. Also, please do the homework to practice formal letter writing. The first one is writing a reply letter. The second one is writing a complaint letter, whereas the third one is writing an email for the situation given in the second question. Thank you very much.